How's it going, guys? Milzysaurus here, and we have got another episode of FIFA 16 PSG Career Mode Season 3. Yes, we are in September. This is the first part for this month. And that's how we're doing things now, guys. I don't record about half an hour per episode. I mean, I aim to, but the way I'm doing my series now is I do an episode per month. Now, I know that is slightly difficult when it comes to the transfer windows, but like in the previous episodes, if the transfer windows is going longer than expected, which it always does 99% of the time, I just make it into a part 2 or a part 3. For example, when I have the summer transfer window, I had July part 1, July part 2, and I believe July part 3, and then there was August part 2. But you get the meaning. Guys, we're back. I was supposed to play yesterday, but kind of got wrapped up in chilling out with my girlfriend and watching some TV, binge eating. Yeah, and I'm back now, and I've got my honey roasted nuts. So, peanuts, of course. And I'm just munching away. They are quality. So, this is what's going to be happening in this episode. We have got 7 matches. Took me a while to figure that out. 5 of them being Liga matches and 2 of them being Champions Cup matches. Our first game is going to be up against FC Lorient. Then we're going to the Champions Cup against Napoli. Now that game is going to be interesting because David De Gea got transferred to Napoli. So it'll be interesting to see whether they make him the first team goalkeeper or not. Then we face our Liga rivals, our arch nemesis in AS Monaco. Then we go against FC Metz. Then we go up against Montpellier. Then we get back to the Champions Cup against a team I don't think I've heard of before. They are known as FC Copenhagen. So I think there could be a German club that qualified this year. So congratulations to them. That should be an interesting game. And then we end the episode against Stade Rennais. So I'm looking forward, guys, to this season. Season 3, we've got so much to do this year. And the summer transfer windows were very interesting. You know, we bought a couple of players. We sent some people out on loan. We managed to sell loads of players, but unfortunately, we did not get to sell everybody we wanted to. All these players are still in the squad, and they are going to be miserable because I don't think I can fit any of them into the squad and give them the game time they're going to want. Now, they are, of course, worth a lot of money, or at least most of them are. Bernaglio, who is our 33-year-old goalkeeper, is a glitched goalkeeper of 88 overall. He shouldn't be there. Statistically, he should be like 82 overall, or even 80 by now. Being in Season 3. That he's just staying on 88 overall, and his price is not dropping. So, I do want to keep hold of him. Just to see if there's going to be that one chance to try and sell him. The way I see it, though, that's what I think deep down in my heart. But the way I see it, realistically, where he's a glitch goalkeeper, no one's going to make claims towards him. So, when it comes to signing new contracts or renewing new contracts for the players who have only 10 months remaining on their contract, I'm only going to keep the players who I know will be sold. Or at least I think I know. Bernaglio, I'm not going to improve on his contract. If we go on ahead, he's going to ask for more money than what he's already getting. And he does absolutely nothing. Now, don't get me wrong, we can afford it. I mean, look at our G's, man. We've got over $200 million. And this is why I love playing with dollars. Because you get so much more. I mean, if you really think about it, if you calculate it, Dollars is around the same. Dollars is a lot more than the British pound. So you're gonna get a lot more. But I don't know. It just feels like you get a lot more as it's a bigger number. And I've just come to realise that my controller is almost dead. So guys, I'm going to switch controllers whilst talking to you at the same time. Now if you look at Benaglio, he wants 325,000. Or at least I think he does. I can't see the screen right now because I'm trying to retrieve my controller. Does he? Yeah, 325,000. And there's no way on God's green earth that I am going to pay that kind of money. No way. Now, when it comes to the other players, I will renew their contracts because people like Naldo or Jonas, they're still worth quite a bit of money. I mean, for example, take a look. Naldo is still worth $11 million. Now, I know what you guys are thinking. Millsy, what on earth are you doing? You've got so much money. Why do you want more? Guys, the way I play FIFA is simple. I love making money. I just love money. And I love spending money. I love making a profit. I love to do the business side to get FIFA games. And guys, I am pleased to inform you that my #1 subscriber has joined us, and hopefully he's going to be staying with us throughout this episode. It's none other than Luco HD, so a big shout out to my boy. Check out his channel, guys. He's got some really decent content of a QPR career mode and Atletico Madrid career mode, and now he's just started a Liverpool career mode in FIFA Manager. So that's very interesting. How you doing, buddy? I hope you're doing good. So as I was saying, Schneider, worth a lot of money. Jonas, worth a lot of money. Ekoko, not so much, but I'd still fight for him. That's 2,400,000. Handanovic, a lot of money. Georgian, I would not consider him to be worth a lot of money. So he's probably going to be another player who I'm not going to renew his contract. I'm simply going to just let go. Come the end of the season, I'm just going to let him go. If no one grabs him, if no one gives me an offer in January, Jordan's not going to get a single game. He's going to be absolutely miserable. He's going to be eating into my wages of just $2,000. I know that's not a lot at all. But he'll be another player that I just let go. Augustine, 2 million. Still a bit of money to be had. And finally, Uria, 20 million. A lot of money. And then there's these players who I've still set out for loan. They're going to want game time. Lucas is going to want game time. He's one of my biggest concerns because he's actually a player that I really want to keep. Danny, Perisic, Mertesacker, maybe even Martinez and Huntelaar are simply in this squad for me to make money. I mean, if there's anybody that's going to stay, it'll be Martinez, simply because he's 28 years old, 84 overall, and he's a quality defender. I mean, I give Mertesacker his juice, but he's 32. So the man's getting old. Now, Matt Hummels is one of my biggest upsets this season. He's supposed to be in Paris Saint-Germain, and the flipping game has glitched. He's at Juventus, and we've been over this 100 times, guys. I know, but I simply can't get over it. And I can't put my heart to rest without knowing that he belongs to me. And I'm not going to release him. No way. That's 12 million just down the drain. And I'm not going to do that. So I've placed him loan. No one made an offer. So I'm just going to see what happens in January. Hopefully, Hummels will come to me. Maybe in January, maybe not. But hopefully, if the worst case scenario, he'll come to us in season 4. And that's right, guys. I do plan to make this series a 15-season long journey. It's going to be great. And then we've got the rest of my beautiful team, who I am very happy with. And can't wait to move on with. There's my players who have been loaned out and who have purchased this season. And yeah, I'm quite happy. So I think we should start renewing some contracts. So, let's start with my man Naldo. 85 overall. I do believe he's 34 years old. He wants 1 year, which is fine. He wants 230. Now, I'm happy to give him 200. And I'm not going to specify the squad role in any of these contracts. Not unless they ask. Let's see what he says. Now, Benaglio, no way. Jonas, 1 year, fine. And he too wants 230. I'm simply going to say, no way. Not at the moment, anyway. So I'm going to go with 200 again. With no squad role specified. Next, Augustine. The man wants 3 years. And 20,000. Well, I am going to give him his 3 years. But what about 15,000? Handanovic, again, wants 230. I'm going to offer 200. Like Naldo and Jonas. Georgian, no. And that's it. So we just got to wait. Now, let's see if there's any other youth staffs that we can hire. Still waiting for that 5-5. How is our youth academy going? Now, guys, my youth guys, this guy looks phenomenal. I'm looking forward to this dude. This guy looks great. This guy looks good. And this guy looks good. So, they're all pretty decent players. So, they are potentially going to be members of my youth squad in Season 4. Who I will assemble and make play every single game in the Coupe de Ligue Cup. Just them. Nothing else. Now, what else did I need to do? Everyone's on international duty at the moment, but that's fine. Can't wait until on gender is better. That reminds me, I've got to have a look to see how long it's going to take him. 2 weeks. And Romagnoli is 4 weeks. That sucks. Right, guys, let's go. Finland want me to manage their international team. I'm going to reject, as always. Jonas has declined his contract because his wage demands have not been met. So we're not going to be able to offer him a new contract until 2 weeks. Same as Handanovic. Same as Augustine. My scout has found all he can in Turkey. And Ongenda has returned from his injury, so he can rejoin in training. Woohoo! Alright. Naldo has declined. And Bayabek wants to discuss wages. Now, he feels like he's contributing a lot in the team, so he wants me to look at his contract. I can do that. I want to keep Bayabek happy, so we will go straight to the contracts right now. Alright. We didn't need to do that. So let's make it in alphabetical order. Jean-Christophe Bayabek, 75 overall striker. He's currently on $50,000 a week. And he's got 1 year and 10 months left. He's a sporadic first team player with an estimated worth of $6 million. He would like 1 year and 50,000. That is fine by me. If he wants an extra year, that is cool. I am happy with that. So happy. Right, let's move on. Got a game coming up just around the corner. Ooh, and Bayabek has accepted his contract. Get in. Now, Mallow has sent me an email saying that he's been in pretty good form lately. And he's feeling good. So he doesn't want me to bench him this game. Okay. Right. Let's have a look. In fact, let's have a look at the tables where FC Lorient stand. They are 12. So, Mallow might get his dream come true. And the Champions League Cup is just around the corner. So I am more than happy to put the second squad up for this game. And I'm going to make a minor adjustment. Maybe a couple. Now, it doesn't look like Ongenda is 100%. And he hasn't given me an email saying he's ready. Shall we do what we normally do and risk it for a biscuit? I think so. Ongenda is my boy, and I know he's not going to let me down. My bench looks good. But my concern is Romagnoli. Who can replace him? Now, Silva and Martinez are my current first team defenders. Now, I'm going to save that because I just want to have a look at something. I want to look at my players that were supposed to be loaned out. Okay. I might give Mertesacker an opportunity to play on the second squad, you know. Because the man has got experience. He's a leader of men. Why the hell not? I mean, I could put Naldo there, but I wanted to sell the kid. Eventually I'm going to sell Mertesacker, but I can give him an opportunity to play. He's a right foot. And so is Rugani. So Mertesacker deserves to be on the right because he's got a higher overall. That's just how I roll. Alright. Let's cancel that and make sure instructions are good. Now we can save it. And guys, we've got our first game of the episode. Boy, I am excited. Now, my second team's been doing a lot better than my first team. Now, FC Lorient lost to AS Monaco, but they beat FC Metz and lost to Olympique Marseille. Here we go. Come on, guys. Come on, boys. Bring home the money. And so they did with a 3-2 win. Habran scored, Rabiot scored, and Bayabek scored. Habran also got a yellow card and Ongenda got a yellow card. 3 substitutions made. Silva came on for Mertesacker. Mertesacker, an accurate substitution, might I add. Martinez came on for Malo. Not bad, but not amazing. And Robin must have came on for Ongenda, so that's an accurate substitution as well. We come home with 3 points. I am very happy. And we do have 3 emails. We've got a press conference. I guess this is for the Napoli game, so I'm going to do what I'll always do and motivate the squad. And Bolo has sent me an email to say he wanted to say thanks for the amount of playing time he's getting. He's really happy with that. Malo said thanks for playing him in that last match. He feel he did well. And so you did, Malo. I'm proud of you. Right, let's get the first squad up. And as you can see, guys, we can see on the bottom right our group. We've got Wolfsburg, Napoli, FC Copenhagen. Could have been worse. But I just want to get vengeance for what Wolfsburg did to Manchester United in real life in the Champions Cup. So I'll be pleased to face them with a much stronger team, in my opinion, of course. Alright, and here it is. The Napoli game. Will David De Gea make his debut? He's only on loan, but he is being paid. He's going to have to face his teammates and save goals against them. Maybe he'll let some goals in for us. Who knows? Now, we just managed to scrape off a qualification because Shamrock Rovers defeated my first squad. My second squad got us back into the Champions Cup. Come on, boys. That's a good win. Benzema scores the goal, then there is no other facts, unless you're interested in the facts of the other team, which I'm sure you're not. Well, that's okay. A nice little comfortable win. We take the 3 points, and that's the most important thing. Now, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, we have got our rivals in the next game. I definitely want to play my first squad. And I've just read on my emails that Ecuador would like me to manage their national squad. So I'm going to simply reject that offer. And Romagnoli has returned from his injury, so he can rejoin the first team squad's training session. That's really nice. So here's my first squad ready for AS Monaco. I'm pretty sure they are. Come on, boys. Now, AS Monaco defeated their Champions Cup opponents in Galatasaray. They also drew with FC Metz and defeated FC Lorient in their 3 previous matches. Hopefully, we'll come up on top. And we flipping do with a 3-0 win. What a flipping screamer. That's amazing. I am well happy with that. And look at that. Angel Di Maria was on the bench. What a shame we had to sell him. They have the likes of Falcao. So, Yaya Toure was the one that scored, along with Robin, who scored 2 for us. So a very good win, guys. A very, very good win. Just give me a minute, guys. I'm putting some Vaseline on my lips. Got to make sure they are looking good for the missus. We did make a few substitutions. The substitutions we made was Mbolo came on for Benzema, so that was an accurate substitution. Yaya Toure came on for Matuidi, so that was yet another accurate substitution. And that leaves Rugani coming on for the likes of Martinez. So 3 accurate substitutions is exactly what I want to see. So a very good win, guys. So we are literally, we definitely know that the tactics are working. So I'm very happy about that. Very, very happy, especially since they are our rivals. We are going to move on, but before we do, I just want to have a look at the list of games that we've got. FC Metz are next, and Montpellier are as well. So what we're going to do, we're going to play our first squad against FC Metz, and hopefully defeat them in this away game. First squad are looking good. Now, their last 3 games does not look amazing. And it's going to look even worse because PSG defeated them 2-1. Very, very good. Benzema was the man to score both goals. Matuidi earned himself a yellow card. The substitution made was Rugani coming on for Martinez, so an accurate substitution. But unfortunately, Martinez has injured himself in the game. Hopefully it's not a serious injury, but we are about to find out. He suffers from a broken metatarsal and will be out for about 5 weeks. This is not good news. But I'm not going to let it get me down because we do have plenty of players in our squad. Some who are more than able to replace Martinez. So get well soon. And Blaise Matuidi has picked up a suspension as he's accumulated too many yellow cards. Naldo is complaining about his playtime. He'd like to be selected more often for the team. He needs to play more minutes than has been the case lately. Alright, Naldo. Your wish is my command. I will place you in the first squad team. So you can be the man to replace Martinez until he recovers. I mean, you are still 34. Nope, you're not. You're 35, so you are not eligible to be in this squad. I'll take that back. I'm so sorry. You can't be in this team. But Mertesacker can, so he's going to fit right in there nicely with Silva. Now, I'm thinking, is there any other changes that need to be made? I'm thinking not. Yeah. No, I don't think so. I'm not going to take another chance with an injured player in No, actually, I might do. Yeah, I might do. I'll fit Romagnoli back into the second squad. That will be fine. Because Mertesacker deserves to be in the first squad. So let's go straight to the second squad and make that change right now. Romagnoli, welcome back to the squad. But obviously Martinez needs to come off the bench and Mertesacker needs to replace him. And let's have a look. You go on the left, Rugani on the right. That looks lovely. Absolutely lovely. Now, I do believe I'm going to play the second squad against the likes of Montpellier, which is not normally a wise decision, as Montpellier are one of them clubs who sort of eat bigger teams for breakfast. But hopefully we'll come out with a win. We have been very lucky as of late. So this should be an interesting one. Only reason why I'm picking the second team is because the Champions Cup game is around the corner. Not to mention this is an away game, so it's more suitable to play your second team rather than your first team, because if your second team loses, you're going to need that first team to be in shape and form, whereas the second team might be a bit bummed out, and we won't be using them for the bigger games. So guys, without further ado, let's get crack-a-lacking. The team is looking great. It's nice to have Romagnoli back. So our second squad is actually 100% accurate now. Everyone's in the correct positions. My bench is done, and without further ado, let's try and destroy these guys. Their recent results are not looking good. 2 draws and 1 loss. Oh, guys, and this is what I mean. Montpellier, they are just one of them clubs who once every blue moon destroy bigger clubs in the Liga. And this is my great example right here. They defeated us 3-1. Embolo was the man to score for us. Danilo gets a yellow card and 3 substitutions were made. Mertesacker came on for Malo, Robin came on for Danilo, and Silva came on for Romagnoli. That is most unfortunate, so no points will be coming home with us. We do receive an email, and the suspension is over for Matuidi, which is always nice to know. But we do have a Champions Cup game around the corner, so I want to play my first squad. We won against Napoli in the first game, so hopefully we'll get another win against this German side. So Mertesacker is going to be joining the first squad this time, so hopefully he fits in nicely with Silva, side by side. A couple of my players are in form, that's always nice to see. So without further ado, guys, cross your fingers. We do have an away game, and I do hate those away games. Now, Copenhagen defeated Wolfsburg 1-0. So it was just like us defeating Napoli. Let's hope we don't suffer the same fate. We don't. We defeat them 1-0, and Benzema was the man to score. He is on fire this season. 2 yellow cards for Verratti and Matuidi, and Rugani came on for Mertesacker. So at least Rugani is getting that Champions Cup and first team game time. I'm sure he's going to be happy and thrilled with that. We do have an email, and a player has been suspended. It's Matuidi again, as he's accumulated even more yellow cards. Looks like Matuidi is becoming PSG's bad boy, though a little less aggressive since it's only yellow cards rather than a red. Stade Rennais is next. I'm going to see if my first squad are up to the task for the last game of the month. If not, we'll just play a second squad. We do have an email. We're going to read that right away. And these are the players that are leaving on international duty. For Brazil, we have got Coutinho, Silva, Dani Alves and Diego Alves along with Jonas. For France, Blaise Matuidi. For Slovenia, Handanovic. For Portugal, Fabio Contral. For Cote d'Ivoire, Yaya Toure. For the Netherlands, Robin and Schneider. For Switzerland, Diego Benaglio. For Germany, Per Mertesacker. So we won't be able to use them guys. Hopefully we don't have any games during that time. And Venezuela would like me to be their manager for the national team, and I'm going to reject that. So guys, our last game of the episode, we are home against Stade Rennais, and I'm going to check out my first team. They look alright, not all of them are 100%, but they're all in the dark green zone. So let's just have a look to see where Stade Rennais stands. They are 7th, so I am going to play my first squad. Just going to make sure that everything looks swell. Perisic has been fitting nicely in that left midfield spot. Robin is doing fantastic. Verratti and Matuidi, always a good combo.
The back four are good. Mertesacker was a great replacement. And Diego Alves is actually quite a nice goalkeeper. But obviously we will be doing those squad reports in February to see who has grown and who has not. And obviously talking about my plan for Season 4 and which players are staying and which players are going. The bench is alright. I'm liking the bench. I think... I do believe Mbolo is that man who can replace the likes of Coutinho. Bayabek is my... Bayabek is the man who covers the right midfield and the left midfield because he can play the right wing and left wing. So technically, in my books, Bayabek can play those positions. So Mbolo covers the cam role because he can play centre forward. And centre forward, in my opinion, always... I think he can be that guy who comes back just a bit like Lionel Messi. You know, he's not an actually. I mean, Mbolo is a striker, but I think he's a suitable candidate to play the cam role. I think he could do that. I mean, it's not a huge difference other than the distance towards the goal. Rabiot, Danilo, and Toure are obviously replacements for the midfield, and then we have the likes of Rugani, who is the defending replacements in the midfield. I might get for this team 2 defenders in the bench. I think now that Romagnoli is back, Toure and Rabiot should be the ones who cover the midfield. I think that's only right. And Danilo, where he's just a loanee, I don't think he should have that star quality in being the man to rely on in terms of making those substitutions. So I want Romagnoli to earn his place back on the bench next to Rugani. I'm quite concerned about Lucas. I might need to make a couple of adjustments because, you know, I don't want Lucas feeling unhappy. So this will be the last game that Perisic plays. And then I'm going to put Lucas into the squad. Lucas will go on the right and Robin will go on the left. I just want to see how that pans, you know, like how well they work together. Because Lucas is my boy and I do not want him getting unhappy. And I'm even half tempted just to check his squad report right now. Not in terms of growth, just to see his morale. I want to just make sure he's cool. He hasn't complained. So, you know, I want to be on the safe side. Lucas. Let's just do it by positions. I know that'd be a lot quicker. So he's content. Not great, but not bad either. You know, he's okay form and he's content. So he's going to fit into that first squad after this game. I promise. So guys, this is the last game of the episode. I do hope you enjoy and let's see what happens. What a fantastic win. We destroyed Stade Rennais 4-0. Our goal scorers today are Perisic, 2 goals. What a massive message to me saying, look, I'm your man. Keep me on the first squad. I think I could do a better job than Lucas. Well, I'm so sorry, man. You're simply joining the squad so I can make money off of you. And I'm probably going to make just a little bit more with the amount of goals he's been scoring. Contral scores his goal. And Dani Alves as well. My fullbacks are doing really great. Benzema gets a yellow card and Rugani comes on for Mertesacker. Rugani is the man to... he's my substitution man. So guys, I am going to end it there. I do hope you enjoyed this episode and I will see you guys in a little while for episode October, might I add. I'm your boy Milzysaurus. This is FIFA 16 PSG Career Mode Season 3. Without further ado, guys, I will see you next time. Peace!